Hey everybody, welcome back. We're back to Invertebrate Insanity 2020, and now we've got the round one winners. A lot of battles going on here. We had 16 battles that took a lot of hours to run through. Once again, I had my two kids, Rosalie and Vincent, helping out these battles. It was a lot of fun, up until their attention span kind of waned a little bit. We've got a good number of students who are helping out these recap videos. I'm going to be doing a few myself in order to give everybody the lowdown on who was the winners. And there were some really epic battles with this set of round one battles. So I'm really psyched for you guys to see them all. And I'll be interrupting you here and there because these are pretty long-winded. But I broke it up into two different videos. This is going to be the Invertebrates of the Sea battle. And then the next video will be the Invertebrates of the Land battle. So you'll have 8 of these battles in each of these videos. So sit tight, enjoy the ride, and let's see how you did with your brackets. Have a good one.
Tonight, battling here in the open ocean, we have the giant squid versus the colossal squid. The first card flipped was about being nocturnal or diurnal. Since this information was not known about either animals, both creatures lose a point. After the next card was flipped, both creatures gained a point because they both attacked their predators. Since neither squids were poisonous, there was no point change here. Since both creatures live in the same geographic range, the point was given to the colossal squid after a wheel spin. Since both squids have tentacles, there's no point change, and the colossal squid is still winning -1 to 1. Since neither squid has an exoskeleton, both squids lost a point here. With the next card, both squids gained a point because they both hunt for their food. The next card was about mating courtship, and since the giant squid has a mating courtship, it gained a point, while the colossal squid lost a point because this information was not known. For the next card, both squids lost a point because neither of them have stingers. There was no point change after the next card because neither squid have shells. Since both squids are carnivores, they both gained a point here. Since neither squids eat their mate, there is no point change here after the 12th card. With the 13th card flipped, both squids will lose a point because they both hunt for their food. With the 14th and final card flipped here, both squids lost a point because neither of them have claws. The giant squid has won here today with the score -3 to -2.
In round 1, the marble cone snail and the blue glacier sea snail will be battling. In the first round, the marble cone snail left with -1, while the blue glacier snail left with +1. In the next round, both invertebrates got points. In the fourth round, the cone snail lost a point and the glacier sea snail gained 1. In the next round, the glacier snail lost a point while the cone snail gained 1. The next card pulled was a natural disaster, which was temperature change. Both invertebrates lose points. Another natural disaster is picked. Both lose a point because they both don't have claws. Both gain a point because they are both poisonous. Again, both invertebrates lose points. Card 42 is pulled. The cone snail gains 1 while the glacier snail doesn't. At the end, the cone snail advances to round 2 of Invertebrates of the Sea.
Hi, I'm Ryan. We had an epic battle going on between the fried egg jellyfish and the box jellyfish. The location was the sunlight zone during the day. The first card flip was card 33. Neither of them make their own home, so each one move on to the next card with -1 points. Next card flip was card 24. Recycler versus non-recycler. Neither organisms recycle matter. Both are carnivores, so each one are now at -2 points. Next card flip was card 44. Whoever had the greatest geographic range got the point. In this case, the fried egg jellyfish got it, and they have now -1 point. But the box jellyfish ends up losing this battle with -3 points as it has the smaller geographic range. The winner of this battle was the fried egg jellyfish. Watch as it now moves on to the next round. Goodbye.
All right, here we are, round 1, Invertebrates of the Sea, Division 1, between the lion's mane jellyfish and the bobbit worm. They're in the hadipelagic zone in the trenches. But during the daylight, not that it matters because they can't see anything anyhow. The first card's flipped, and sadly, the lion's mane jellyfish has no information at all on their profile card. That's -1 for them. The bobbit worm is nocturnal. So since we rolled those or spun that daylight spinner, now we have a -1 for the bobbit worm. Moving on over to the next card. Both the lion's mane jellyfish is both sexual and asexual, gaining it a point, bringing it to 0. And now the bobbit worm, they don't have any information about how they reproduce. Not the kids who made it, not their card's fault. There's little information known how they reproduce in general from any scientist, but -1 for them. That means they're at -2 now. Third card's flipped. Neither of them have chromatophores. Neither of them can change color. They both lose a point. That makes it so the bobbit worm is dead, out of the game. And now we have the lion's mane jellyfish going to round number 2 with -1 points. Let's see how they do in round 2.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and we had another epic battle between the flower sea urchin and the red king crab. The location of this battle was the abyss at night. The first card flip was card number 7, exoskeleton versus no exoskeleton. The flower sea urchin had no information on exoskeleton, while the red king crab has a hard exoskeleton. So going into the next card, it was -1 flower sea urchin with +1 red king crab. The next card flip was the random occurrence card. Since the flower sea urchin had no information on legs, it got -1 point. But the red king crab has 8 legs, so it got 0 points. The score going into round 3 was -2 to +1. Next card flip was card 24. Since they both anchored recycled matter or organic matter, they both gained a point. And the score now, flower sea urchin -1, red king crab +2. The fourth card flip was card number 39. The flower sea urchin had no information on this, but the red king crab tried to escape or camouflage. They both lost a point. The score now, -2 to +1. The fifth card flipped was the natural disaster card. There's a storm heading towards us, so whoever had the shell gained the point. Neither of them had a shell, so they both didn't gain any points or lose any points. Score going into the next round, -2 to +1. The last card flip was card number 9. Whoever was the larger organism got the point. Since the red king crab was much larger, it got +1. But unfortunately, the flower sea urchin left this battle with -3 points. And congratulations to the red king crab, who goes into round number 2 with +2 points.
The battle between the crown of thorns starfish and the ghost crab took place in the open ocean during the day. In the first card, neither eats their mate, so they are still at 0 points each. In the second card, Energy Pyramid, the starfish crushed the ghost crab. In the third and fourth cards, both gain a point because they eat meat, and both lose a point because they do not change color. In the fifth card, the ghost crab loves the warm water, but the starfish has no information on the water temp. In the sixth card, the ghost crab has a shell, so it added another point to its score, and the starfish didn't have a shell, so it decreased a point. In the seventh and eighth cards, neither has offspring, so they lose a point. In the eighth, neither has mutualistic relationships, so they don't get a point. In the ninth card, the ghost crab is 3 inches, and the starfish is 350 millimeters, which means that it is larger, so it won the round. In the 10th, 11th, and 12th card, they have multiple legs, so they lose a point. They also reproduce sexually, so they add a point to their score. They also both hunt, so they lose a point. In the 13th card, which is the final card, the crab has claws, so it gained a point. But the sea star does not, so it loses a point, which means that the ghost crab is the winner. Expect to see the ghost crab and the red king crab battle in the next round.
Hello everybody. Now today was the battle of the horseshoe crab and the yellow line arrow crab. Now as the battle began, since neither of them can grow back limbs, both of them lost a point. And since neither of them makes their home, again they both lost a point. since both of them eat, they each gained a point. Now, since neither of them were poisonous, they both again lost a point. And since the other had tentacles, that didn't really affect the battle, so no points lost, no points gained. And finally, the yellow line arrow crab hides and rocks, but there was no info on the horseshoe crab, so the horseshoe crab was the one that lost this round. Well, that's it, and that's all. And thank you to our sponsors, Centauro Masonry.
In this battle, we have the Peacock Mana Shrimp versus the Sunflower Sea Star. The battle takes place at the Epipelegic Spray Zone during the day. The first card to be flipped was the Sexual Reproduction card, giving each invertebrate +1. The next card flipped was Dinner Partners. Neither organism ate their mate, leaving the point score unchanged. The third card was the Nocturnal versus Diurnal card. Since neither gave the required information, they both lost a point. The next card was the Geographic Range. The Sea Star had incorrect information and so lost a point, and the Shrimp gained 1, leaving the score at -1 to +1. The next card was a Natural Disaster card, causing the Sea Star to lose a point while the Shrimp gained another one. The sixth card had to do with mating, and since neither have mating rituals, they each gained a point. The seventh card was Large versus Small, but since the Shrimp had no info, it lost the point while the Sea Star was unaffected. The eighth card was Offspring Number, but neither had information. The ninth card caused both organisms to gain in points. The 10th card was a Tsunami, taking a point from each. The final card was Building Homes, killing the Sea Star. The Shrimp wins.